find a reason why they would care about your solution. And a lot of times I find it's role specific. So if you really know the role, like what does this, if it's a product for a CFO, like if let's say it's a lending platform that's being sold to finance leaders, right? Which happens to be one of our clients. What do they go home complaining about? What are their motivations? They want to get, if they're a CFO, they don't really care about promotions, but they want bigger headcount. They want to grow their team. They want the company to look good on the balance sheet. Like, how do we help them do that? Maybe they want to fund growth. Like, focus on those motivations, and it should only be focused on that. Mm-hmm. And if you can lead with, they might be motivated by 5 things, but don't make them work hard. Like, just lead with one thing. Like, hey, I know, go vertical, industry specific, that role that's specific. So a CFO, like in the trucking space, like, hey, you guys might want to fund growth to buy more trucks. I'm keeping it very simple. Buy more trucks next year. You're probably relying on just a handful of lending relationships, right? And then you get into like, what if you had the option to get better terms, a bigger pool of lenders? Like, have you ever explored that? Call to action, like keep it soft. Just start the conversation. But don't list too many things. It overwhelms them. A lot of software does a lot of things, usually. But the mistake, and it happens on inbound too, not just lead generation, is you want to get it all out there.
Right.
There's like this OCD and like, I need to tell you everything so that you can just pick it off like it's a Chinese menu. Like you can just pick off the thing, but it doesn't work that way because like you're not hungry. You're not at a restaurant. Like you're not hungry. Right. So you're giving someone a menu of all these options and they're not ready to eat. So just give them one thing and test it. Do 4 or 5 tests where you're leading with 4 different problems in the same message to the same people so that after a month you're like, okay, the reply rate on problem C is 7% and the reply rate on problem A, which I thought was way better, is like less than 1%. Okay, there's your answer.